discipline brings the deepest joy and fulfillment in your life. You see, to be a free man is hard. To be a free man or woman entails that you can obey your own marching orders. And that's very difficult. And you see, freedom is not doing what you like or whatever you like. Freedom is doing what your deepest self wants to do. You see, oftentimes when we get slivers of freedom, and we start doing whatever we like to do, and we think that's what we want, that soon fades. We soon lose the magic of life. I've experienced this over the past couple years of more and more freedom, but slowly, freedom doesn't taste so good because you're just doing whatever you like to do, right? Your day has no flow. You're not really going in a definite direction, and you have a lot of resistance, right? True happiness comes from progress, right? Like this emotional upliftment comes from progress, and that comes from discipline, right? When you can set an intention of something that you're creating in your life, something that you're doing for you, something that your deepest self has been called to do, your self-assigned duty, right? When you're doing that and you're making progress towards that, wow, that's fulfillment. That makes life taste great again. That brings out the colors of joy. And we should really stop seeking passion. How many times have you heard, follow your passion, follow your bliss? Many of us don't know what the hell is my passion. We don't know. Stop seeking passion. Start seeking discipline. Do things for discipline's sake. Like waking up in the morning to write this book I'm working on. There's not a piece of me when I wake up after my little practice, not a piece of me that wants to go ahead and do that, to go start writing, right? But, my line to myself is do it for discipline's sake. When I start that craft, I start that project. And it's hard. Writing, I've realized, is just a series of problems, right? It's very creatively challenging. But once I get into it, after I hit that 1 hour mark, that 30-minute mark, all of a sudden you enter that flow state, right? And that's where such deep passion and fulfillment reside. Passion doesn't fuel you. It is the consequence of skill acquired with inner inclination, right? And willpower. When you have willpower to go into something that you're called to do, whether it's start painting, right? Or start writing that book, start working on your business, start the project, whatever kind of creative work or creative expression that you're called to do it for discipline's sake. My friends, it is your duty, and we must find these self-assigned duties if we ever wish to be free. We must find these duties, right? And pursue them, not because it's exciting, not because of what you're going to get, but do it for discipline's sake. And you see, interesting idea about the flow state. The interesting thing about it is the flow brings deep fulfillment in life. It brings great energy. You feel amazing when you hit that flow state, wherever it is. The thing about it is it's actually really difficult to access because it entails going into a situation which you must fully engage with that is creatively challenging and chaotic, and you're not sure exactly how to do it, right? The flow is only found when you're pushing your edge, right? Maybe you're learning how to paint for the first time. You're gonna find your flow state after, you have the willpower to fully engage and just give it your all and get playful with it, and you're 30 minutes, an hour in, and once you develop a little bit of skill, you start finding flow, you start finding passion, you start finding fulfillment. I've realized, my friends, that so much of us want, an easier life, right? So much of us want, passion or, essentially to be excited and happy all the time. That shit doesn't pan out. That's not how life works. It's not how reality works. It's not about trying to find passion to fuel you, right? It's about dedicating yourself devotionally to a craft, becoming a craftsman, not a passion seeker, a craftsman. In whatever you do, really, you can become passionate about anything, you know? If I go down the street and I ask people like what they're passionate, I'm gonna get so many answers like sports, skiing, football. I'm gonna get answers like music or adventure and travel. And those are really basic, superficial passions. Everyone's got those, right? And if you're supposed to follow your passion in this life, we'd have 2 billion football players right now, right? It's not that. It's about what are you inclined to do that's hard? What have you been called to do repeatedly? Maybe it's start building, go get your carpentry certificate. I know I'm called to do that. Maybe it's painting, maybe it's writing, maybe it's your business, right? Passion is kindled. It is found once you have built skill in alignment with that inner inclination. You have no idea that you'd be very passionate about the guitar until you master the basic chords, right? And the thing is, even to learn to play the guitar, to learn to paint, to start writing a book, to start doing a project, there's a lot of tedious, hard struggle that you have to go through, right? And most of us avoid that struggle. Therefore, we never build skill. Therefore, we never find passion. Therefore, we never find deep fulfillment. And when we're lacking deep fulfillment in our life, my friends, an emotional upliftment from doing what the deep self wants to do, right? We resign to cravings, to food, to consumption, to media, to distractions. And yes, they might satisfy us, right? Or gratify us for a moment, but they don't deeply satisfy us, right? And slowly, ever so slowly, you get more and more resigned to life, and life stops tasting as good. You lose the magic. I know I lost the magic in my life, somewhere in the last, 2 years. And I'm finding it again through discipline, through creative discipline specifically, I find deep fulfillment from meditating and doing my training in the morning, but I really find it when I push through resistance, right? I push through resistance, and enter into a loving relationship with a craft. Find your craft, my friends. And here's the thing, if you're struggling to find that, ask yourself the question, this is really important. What have you been called to do many times, right? But I've had massive resistance against doing it. Wherever your resistance is greatest in life, there your calling is equally great. Resistance is the equal and opposite. It is the shadow, the obstacle there to make you grow, right? To make you grow in character. And there you will find passion and purpose. Guys, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, link in the description for that. Please hit that like button and share this message. You can shoot me an email or follow me on Instagram if you want.